I honestly think the fight this weekend, UFC 305, could be a make or break for Israel Adesanya, aka Last Style Bender. Is gonna be fighting your one and only middleweight champion of the world, Plessis, guys. This is gonna be a hell of a fight. You know, when you have that feeling in your mind, you just know what's gonna happen in the fight. The two boys are gonna bring it 100%. I don't think we're going to get a careful Israel in this fight. Israel thinks he has something to prove. I don't think he has anything to prove, win or lose. The guy has done it all. The person that probably has something to prove is Plessis, in my opinion, because he wants to build his own legacy as well. But that's a story for another day. Let's see how this fight goes. Israel Adesanya, what can you really say about the guy? He is the man of the UFC, one of the top 3 guys in the UFC. Not a word of a lie. We all know that. Entertaining. You know, Israel is just charismatic. He's just the guy, you know. His last fight against Strickland, he had problems with Strickland. The pressure Strickland kept bringing, man. That pressure is hell. That pressure is hell. Like, you need to be able to handle that pressure to fight Strickland. Anyways, Israel couldn't handle that pressure. He looked ordinary in that fight, and Strickland won that fight fair and square. That doesn't mean Israel is finished. I disagree with people that are saying Israel is done. No, I don't think so. I think the time he took off and coming back now after many months, I think that is going to do him good. But the question is, can he beat Plessis? He has all the tools. We all know how Israel fights. It's not a secret. Israel likes to tip-tap. He likes to walk around. You know, he likes to avoid punches and get you back. Kind of a bit of a counter. Uses his leg kicks, you know what I mean? He goes in and out when he wants to. He knows how to draw you in, and while you make mistakes, he knows how to get you. You know, he's a very skillful kickboxer fighter, as good as they get. His wrestling defense is very beautiful against defense. It's very hard to take him down against defense. He knows how to use the under and over whenever he wants to use it. The guy is a well-rounded fighter. Obviously, he won't be taking you down onto the floor, but he can well handle himself on the floor. Israel is a very smart fighter. You can go watch his fight against Whitaker and all these guys, even Vittori, all these fights that he's had. It's very hard to hit Israel. He knows how to avoid punches and give you punches while you're coming at it. Knows when to jump in, to be in range and out of range. He's a brilliant striker, as good as they get. No doubt about that. There's a couple of questions lingering in my head. Where is his mind at the moment? He has all the money in the world now. You know what money does to some fighters. How determined could he be? I know he has good coaches around him. Eugene is one of the best coaches in the world. He has a lot of good training partners around him as well. There is no doubt about that. This is going to be one of the best middleweight fights, I think, in 2024 at least. I'm pumped for this fight. No offense, I don't even care about any other fights on this card. I do and I don't. I will be watching all the fights, but this is the fight that I just want to see. I want to see this fight. The rivalry between the two guys is insane. I'm sure you guys know what happened. Plessis says he's a real African. And the reason why he said that is because he lives and trains in Africa, in South Africa. But that rubbed Israel the wrong way. Israel didn't like that when he heard that. Israel said, African, you can't deny what me, Usman and Ngannou has done. You're not a real African at all. Shut up, man. Blah, blah, blah. We are the real Africans. Blah, blah, blah. Israel didn't like that anyways. But I understand what Plessis was saying. He trains, live, breathe Africa. His training coaches, everybody is in Africa. After this fight, he's going to go back to Africa. After every fight, he's going to go back to Africa. He lives there. It's family. Everybody lives in Africa. Like all these other guys like Usman lives in America. You know what I mean? Him and his daughter, they live in America. Stylebender, New Zealand, and so on and so forth. But all these guys are all African. It just makes the fight more interesting and have that kind of a rivalry between them. They're all Africans in my opinion. Anyways, story for another day. That is their own business. Makes me want to watch the fight even more to see who is the real African. Who is the real African, guys? This is going to be a hell of a fight. Plessis. When the guy first came into the UFC, I'm not going to lie, I thought he was no good. I was like, who is this guy fighting as if he's tired already? Like, the way he was fighting, I couldn't see the technique. I just couldn't see it. And I'm not the only one, guys. Even guys like Daniel Cormier are saying the same thing. Like, I was like, this guy is not that good. What's going on? But he kept winning and winning and winning and winning. You would think he's gassed out. He's not gassed out. I think he had something to do with his nose. He got his surgery done, and now he's even more of a Superman. So, like, my opinion about Du Plessis has changed in the last 2-3 fights. After that Robert Whittaker fight, man, my opinion as the guy has changed. It's completely changed. He rolled me over. Like, I'm a big fan of Du Plessis now. I like the way he fights. Strong ox, coming against you, doesn't care. Just want to take your head off, basically. And his wrestling is quite good as well. The guy's cardio isn't bad for a big guy like him. He doesn't get tired. It looks like he's getting tired, but he's not tired. There's a difference. I'm looking forward to this fight so much. I don't even know where to start from or where to end. All I know is I'm going to be glued to the TV and watching this fight. How can Du Plessis win? I think Du Plessis can knock Izzy out if Izzy isn't careful. All he needs is 1 second in the 25 minutes that they're going to fight to be able to knock him out. I think he's going to be very well prepared for this fight. Absolutely, really well prepared, because he wants to win easy. He wants to prove a point. Both boys want to prove a point, but Du Plessis really, really wants to prove a point, I think. He wants to show the whole world, I am the best middleweight fighter on the planet. He wants to show the whole world, your time is gone, easy. It's now my time, boy. Go away, will ya? So the two boys are going to bring it. I know that for a fact. It could actually be the best fight of the night as well. They could get the bonuses. Because the way Du Plessis fights, Israel is not going to be able to run around. Israel will have to fight him as well. The way he fights, you're going to have to fight the guy. As soon as the bell rings, he's coming forward and moving forward. And it's a tough fight. Any of these two guys can win this fight, if I'm being totally honest. But my pick has to be Du Plessis. There's a couple of reasons. The main reason why I think is he feels he has something to prove. He wants to beat Israel. He's going to be the most prepared Du Plessis that we ever seen. Even against Robert Whittaker or against Strickland, I think he's going to be even more prepared. And the fact that he has the belt, Teddy Atlas, the legend, he said, once you're a champion, you get better. Apparently, you get 50% better or something like that. Guys, I think that will be the case for Du Plessis, and I think Du Plessis is going to get this done by knockout. I don't know what round, but I'm going to pick Du Plessis to beat Israel Adesanya by knockout, and I can't wait for the fight. Regardless, may the best man win. I'm a fan of the two boys, but I just have that feeling Du Plessis is going to get it done. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'm going to see you guys at the next video. But before that, don't forget to leave a subscribe, thumbs up, and share the video, and I will see you guys soon. Take care.